returning here to the Baldwin City Ballpark for a Mid-Plains League matchup between the visiting Farmers and the home Baldwin City Blues. Both teams are coming off run rules, both sides of it. The Baldwin City Blues won their first Mid-Plains League game on Saturday night here against the Topeka Jacks 15-3 in 7 innings. And the Farmers were on the receiving end of a 24-1 drubbing against 3-time defending champion Junction City Brigade. Soon we're going to start and announce our lineups. And we're going to start by announcing the lineups for the Topeka, not the Topeka Farmers anymore, but batting first, the second baseman, Massimiliano Hernandez. Batting second, the shortstop, Kevin Rodriguez. Batting third, the left fielder, Brigalito Santana. Batting fourth, the center fielder, Jeffrey Vargas. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Elvis Leva. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Sebastian Montero. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Lazaro Rodriguez. Batting eighth, the catcher, Jesus Rosario. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Ethan Watley. On the mound for the Farmers tonight is Eddie Valentine, making his first appearance of the season. And now for the home Baldwin City Blues, batting first, the center fielder, Cal Urish. Batting second, the left fielder, Brennan Johnson. Batting third, the catcher, Andrew Brubeck. Batting fourth, the shortstop, Grant Simblick. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Solomon Holmes. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Gannon Grebe. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Tyler Vinia. Batting eighth, the right fielder, Zeke Reason. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Gage Callahan. On the mound for the Blues tonight, Nick Brubeck. We're going to take a quick break, and then we will be back here in about 3 minutes or so. And we are back here in Baldwin City with the first pitch coming up shortly. On the mound, as we said before, the pitcher is Nick Brubeck, a first-time pitcher, but is a brother-brother duo tonight as his, well, I'll say it again, his brother Andrew is catching, so he's pitching like it's just the backyard, and Well, we'll see how he does in his first outing. And the Blues' very own mascot, Blue, is here for the first time, making his league debut. And batting first for the Farmer is Massimiliano Hernandez. Left. And the first pitch, outside, but strike one. Massimiliano Hernandez is making his second appearance this season. Had 3 at-bats in Saturday's game against Junction City. Put the ball in play each time, but never reached base. Second pitch is fouled off. So now he's looking at an 0-2 count. Can his streak of putting the ball in play stay alive? It can, as that's hit to short. And play is made for out number 1. That was Grant Simblick to Tyler Vigna. As we now have Kevin Rodriguez up to the plate. As that first pitch goes in for called strike 1. Rodriguez is going to swing, and another quick 0-2 count for Nick Brubeck. And he's got him on 3 pitches, strike 3. So 2 quick outs. Brubeck has quickly, started to make quick work of these Farmers, but that one's going to hit him. First, actually, no, I have no idea what just happened. I guess ball. High and inside, that did not hit him. Thank you to our PA announcer, Brett, for helping me with that one. As there's no question about where that next pitch went, but it is a ball. Brubeck is making, as I said before, his first appearance for the Blues, as that ball is low for ball 3. But he had a few appearances. He had 20 appearances in his freshman season at Highland Community College. As That pitch is in for called strike one. So 3-1 count. Still in the favor of Santana. But that one is high, and Santana will take his base. So a 2-out walk for Brigalito Santana, and that's going to bring up center fielder Jeffrey Vargas, who was almost hit by flying back, going back to the dugout, but luckily he avoids it, and he's going to be okay. As the first pitch is going to be fouled off to the left side. A quick 0-1 count. Vargas did appear in Saturday's game in Junction City, but he struck out in all 3 at-bats. So 0 for 3 to start the season, as that ball is going to go down low, throw down to second, both out of time and out of place. So that is a stolen base for Santana. As that next pitch is high, way high for ball 2, and Brubeck really had to reach to get that one. Next pitch, Brubeck continues to look back, but fires. 3-1 again. And Vargas swings at that one and misses, so we have a full count. Just one pitch to get out of the inning, or one pitch to extend it. But we'll see. The payoff pitch is put a line drive into left field. Santana's going to throw home, and he is, first of all, railroaded, and now there's a bit of jawing between Brubeck and Santana, and the benches have cleared. But either way, that will end the inning. Santana was out. That should be a hit for Vargas. And now the umpires are going to talk it over. So he is out. We're going to go to the bottom of the first. As the Santana looked to make kind of a checking motion there, but a great throw from Brennan Johnson into Andrew Brubeck, and a good defensive stand. So no runs on one hit, no errors, technically none left on base, and because of the altercation, we're not going to take a break here. We're just going to go right into it, but 4 batters faced for Nick Brubeck, and just one hit off of it. I'd say he's easing into this quite well. It's unknown whether any ejections will be doled out here. I don't believe so. Actually, there is not, as we see Santana in left field, I believe. Folks, my vision is not great, even at my young age. So, anything I say, take with a grain of salt. Please don't, but it might happen. Other games around the league tonight, the 3-0 Bravos are hosting the Junction City Brigade, who, as I said before, were the team that, let's face it, creamed the Farmers on Saturday by a score of 24-1. The other game tonight is the Topeka Warhawks hosting the Midwest A's. Both teams looking for their first win. They're both 0-2. Lane Gillespie is on the call on that game at midplansleague.mixler.com, but I'd like it if you stayed here. genuinely surprised that this between inning break is taking this long, so I'm just kind of talking through it. And I don't want to go to a break and start like right after, but pitching for the Farmers tonight is Eddie Valentine, who is making his first appearance. Not much is known of many of these Farmers kids, but you do know that Valentine has not stood on the mound up until now.
Leading off, the center fielder, Cal Urish.
Now, Cal Urish is going to be the first to bat. And this is going to be his first appearance with the bat. Came in and closed Saturday's game with 1 inning pitched. Had a strikeout and 2 walks there, and gave up just 1 hit. But we're going to see what he can do in his first at bat of the season. As he takes that one low for ball 1. Pitch 2 is high and inside. So Urish benefits from an early 2-0 count. And that one is way outside. So 3 balls, 3 different areas for Eddie Valentine. And it's an early 3-0 count. The 3-0 pitch in there for strike 1. So 3-1 now. Urish puts that one in play, hits it to Rodriguez at short, but not only, okay, he's got himself in a bit of a rundown, and there was nobody to cover second, so he just kind of runs through it. So the throw to short was, we're going to give him a double on that. We're going to give Urish a double on that because, I'm the scorekeeper tonight, so I can. But that brings up Brennan Johnson. And, that's a quick hit by pitch right in his leg. And dead ball, Urish tried to steal third, or maybe just instinctively trotted out there, but a quick plate appearance for Brennan Johnson, who really hasn't had that many. He's had 3 at-bats in 2 games this season. Last Saturday, he didn't have an official at-bat until his 5th plate appearance, walked in the first 4. So he's kind of used to getting the free bases, but once he gets on there, he's pretty speedy. He scored 5 runs. Don't blink, you might miss him. So that pitch is in there for ball 1. As Urish gets a lead, that one is inside. Wait, it was outside. Sometimes I forget things that I saw about 5 seconds earlier, but that's outside for ball 2. So another early 2-0 count. And Urish goes, so does Johnson, and both are safe. And that was, I believe, called strike 1. So runners on second and third with no outs. And Andrew Brubeck is up. He's went 2 for 3 in Saturday's game. And in that, he had 2 RBIs, also 2 runs. Takes a big hack there. Swing and a miss. 2-2 count. And Andrew Brubeck is a guy that likes to pull the ball. Pretty much all of his, every time he put the ball in play on Saturday, it was to the left field side. And just missing for ball 3, so it is a 3-2 count. Payoff pitch, and Brubeck is going to foul that one off. So, we go again. Still 3-2, obviously. Full count for the righty from Missouri Southern. As that one is high for ball 4, bases loaded early on in the bottom of this first frame.
How about him? Grant Simlick.
Now we have Grant Simblick. I saw his family is watching, so shout out to you guys in Wilson, North Dakota. Grant's played in both games this year, but this is his second start. He did have a walk and an RBI in his only plate appearance. That one is low for ball 1, but he had a walk and an RBI in his only plate appearance on Saturday. He did come in as a sub that game. As he swings the bat there, and that's a chopper to center field. 1 run will score, and that is an early 1-0 lead for the Blues. Nice hard ground ball there.
How about him? Third baseman, Solomon Holmes.
So Cal Urish reaches home plate to start this inning, and that brings up Solomon Holmes. So, yes, no outs still. Bases loaded for Solomon Holmes. Here's the first pitch from Valentine, and misses the zone outside for ball 1. Valentine's really had trouble with his command so far. Of his 17, that one is in there for ball 2. He's thrown 17 pitches, 11 of them balls. So, not a great start for him. And a second hit by pitch. And the home plate umpire is just going to run out there and maybe talk to him. That's scary, but it brings Brendan Johnson home. A 2-0 lead for the Baldwin City Blues.
Now batting, DH, Gannon Green.
So that brings up Gannon. As we bring up Gannon Grebe. Grebe has came in as a sub the last 2 games. Struck out looking in his one at bat in St. Joe. Did not get to he did not get a plate appearance in the last game, as that one is low for ball 1 once again. But he did make a very nice diving defensive play at catcher to foil a run for the Jacks. As that one is in there for called strike 1. Grebe was kind of half check swung, so maybe that's a quarter swing, if that's one way of looking at it. But he's kind of half check swung on both pitches here, as that one is high for ball 2. And there's still 0 outs. And let's see if that continues. Once again, high for ball 3. And yes, Grebe just finished up his freshman season at Truman State University in Kirksville, Missouri, where he played in 5 games. That one is called strike 2. Kind of looked like Grebe I don't know if he was just kind of walking it out or walking to first base, but made a move toward that way. But either way, he's going to face another pitch. That one is low. Ball 4, another run scored. So that's going to be Andrew Brubeck in. And it's going to bring up Tyler Vigna, who, like our friend Cal Urish, Tyler Vigna is making his first appearance tonight with the bat. Pitched one inning in St. Joe's game, or in the game against St. Joe on last Wednesday, so just 5 days ago. That one's in there for called strike 1, but came in and pitched a scoreless, I believe that was the 6th inning in St. Joe. There's strike 2, so he's faced 2 strikes looking. Vigna, a graduate of Free State High School just north of here in Lawrence, but will be coming here to play next year at Baker University. And swings there. That's strike 3. 1 away now.
Now batting, Zeke Reason.
That's going to bring up Zeke Reason, who is making his second appearance. He was a sub in the St. Joe game, but has not gotten a hit as he swings right back into the fence behind us, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't flinch. Got me a little spooked, but Zeke Reason plays his college ball south of here at Ottawa University, and he is actually the student body president at Ottawa. Maybe his walk-up should be hail to the chief. That pitch high for ball 1. All ones right now here in the first inning. Blues still lead 3-0, courtesy of 1 hit and a lot of walks. Valentine delivers, and that one is straight up in the air behind us and out of play. So it is 1-2. For Zeke Reason. And that pitch is high for ball 2. So it's 2-2 with 1 out. And Reason's going to look to either take a pitch or put a ball in play. Third option besides a strikeout, as that one is just outside for ball 3, so we have another full count. Full count with 1 out, so 3-2-1, descending numbers there. But they're all going to clear in just a second. Payoff pitch. Low for another walk. So that is now coach of the Farmers, Garcia, Udelvi Garcia, is going to make a mound visit here. Yeah, you can tell that Valentine really just doesn't have his command or anything there. He's walked or hit by pitch 3 of the last 4 batters. The other one being a strikeout, though. But that is 2 hit by pitch and 3 walks in this inning alone. And he's also given up a single and a double. So he's kind of gotten batted around as the Blues, barring Gage Callahan, hitting into a double play as catcher Jesus Rosario is going to walk. Never mind, he's just getting a new catcher's mask, it would appear.
Now batting, number 15, Gage Callahan.
So quote future mask off, but mask on soon. And Gage Callahan's going to be up to bat. He's played a couple times this season. That one's in there for strike one. But Callahan has not. He's gotten hit by a pitch, but he has not reached base any other way. As that ball's passed and closer than it looked. But that's going to be Solomon Holmes scoring. 5-0 here. And that was a ball. So it's now 1-1 once again. And obviously this is not the little kids era anymore, so we don't have an inning run rule, obviously. As that one by Callahan, foul ball, out of play to the right side. Yes, when the Brigade beat the Farmers 24-1, all 24 of the Farmers or Junction City's runs came in 3 separate innings. As that one is blocked by Rosario. Good block there to keep anything from happening. As the count's now 2-2. But all 24 runs came in separate innings, with totals of 7, 7, and 10. And here's 2-2 pitch. Callahan fouls that one off. But another 2-2 count. Celeste. Couple, as that one's going to get away from Rosario again, and hard 90 from Gannon Grebe, and he's going to come away to score. Reason takes third base. So it's now a full count with a score of 6-0. This is it's really been all Blues so far, but you know how these games go. But it's a full count with 1 out. Can Valentin get out of this? And time is called. Not sure by who. Maybe just our home plate umpire. And the payoff pitch. Low. Ball 4.
Now batting number 49, Cal Urish.
Cal Urish is back up to the plate once again. Weird to say this in the first inning, but he's making his second at bat. Doubled in his last time up, so his batting average for the season, 1,000. As he takes for ball 2, and we have a rundown, and Reason is not the fastest guy, but as this happens, he just kind of trips on the ground, and he's tagged out. So, 2 away. I think that was a ball. Our home plate umpire will correct us if that is wrong. Callahan still gets the base at second, so they tried the kind of trick, decoy, get the guy at second, and yes, it is 1-0. But they tried the decoy, steal at second, and then run home, but obviously that one did not work, as that's another passed ball. Callahan takes up third now. So 2 away now. Just 1 run will end the inning. But, man, what a start we've had here. Trying to recap it here in a minute. I mean, 3-0. Low, 4-3. Let's put it this way: the Blues have scored a lot. This have come in a variety of ways, but one thing remains constant: 6 guys have crossed the plate. As that is ball 4 for Cal Urish, and that's going to bring up Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson was hit by a pitch in his shins, maybe quite possibly one of the more painful places. But it was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. So through like a million plate appearances, he's only had 3 official at-bats. But has one of the highest OBPs on the team as he takes ball 1. Urish successfully steals. So runners on second and third with 2 outs. And Johnson, the lefty, is going to look to bring maybe a couple more home. As the Baker man, what is happening here? Cal Urish appears to be limping, so unfortunately that is the second guy that's happened to this season. Christian Kotwitz was shaken up a little bit and limped off, and we are going to have a courtesy runner. That is number 18, Kuiper Kendall. So Kuiper Kendall, the home run hero of Saturday's game, is going to get back in, this time on the base paths. Right now it's unknown. Given the fact that Cal Urish is limping, I would imagine that he's not playing, as that one is chopped foul. For Brennan Johnson, we now have 1-1 as the count. That one's high for ball 2. 2-1. Still 2 outs, and the Blues have piled on the runs, but they're looking to add more. It's currently 6-0. Could it be 7 as Johnson rips that one once again foul, just down, just a little, and goes foul right in front of first base. But that would have been, if it was fair, definitely a single, maybe bringing 2 runs home. So 2s all the way across the board, 2-2 with 2 outs. Can Ballantine get out of this? Not yet. It is now full count once again, and I have to think that Eddie Ballantine's not going to come out for another inning. He's at 49 pitches already, and I'm no expert, but I'd say that's a lot. As he deals, and that one's up in the air, and corralled by Vargas. So that's the end of the inning finally. So 6 runs off 2 hits in a 50-pitch inning. The Blues have started kind of a rout early. And we're going to take a short break because that was a lot of talking for me, but this is the Sunflower Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. So we are back, and we already have a pitching change. A little unanticipated, as I thought that Valentine would maybe be the first to go, but is Jake Miller coming in for the Blues. He is, I believe, making his first appearance for the Baldwin City Blues, but had 13 appearances at Baker in his sophomore season. Another Baker guy, you might hear about him a lot, and he's also a Lawrence guy. So he's originally from the city of Lawrence, just 20 miles north of here, and just about a 15-minute drive up Route 59.
Now batting, number 12, Elvis Leyva.
So that's going to bring up the third baseman, Elvis Leyva. And, well, I wonder if we're going to be able to recapture the excitement of last inning. That pitch is in there for called strike one. Between the benches clearing and then 6 runs, folks, I'd say you got your money's worth if nothing happened for the rest of the game. As that one is ball 1, so its count is 1-1. And that one just scoots on by Grant Simblick, and hard ground ball. Leyva is on board with a single. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm trying to.
Sebastian Montaro.
I'm once again wearing multiple hats as our scorekeeper. Our official scorekeeper will start Wednesday, so I am doing the game changer, and sometimes that requires a little more focus, especially when it comes to a pitching change. As Montero sends that to Simblick at short, out at second, safe at first. So I think we will call that probably a fielder's choice.
Now batting in the 7th hole, Rosario Rodriguez.
But point stands that Leyva is out at second and Montero safe at first. So that brings up the designated hitter, Lazaro Rodriguez, as he takes the first pitch of the at-bat, low for ball 1. Lazaro Rodriguez only had one at-bat in Saturday's game, as that one goes above our heads in the foul. And in that at-bat, didn't reach base. So 0 for 1 on this short season, as he puts that one in play. And he's going to be out. So maybe the
Now batting, number 33, Jesus Rosario.
maybe the correct play for Callahan and Vigna. Excuse me, that was, yes, Callahan to Vigna. Montero reaches second. That's going to bring up Jesus Rosario, the catcher, who is a lot of contact being made, as that one's going to go into left field and mishandled by Johnson, as Rosario goes to second and just safe. So an RBI double for Rosario. Farmers are on the board.
Now batting in the 9th hole, Ethan Watt.
So Ethan Watley is going to take the batter's box for the Farmers. He had the team's only RBI in Saturday's game. Did not record a hit, though, so I can only assume, or it was a ball put in play. In some kind of miracle, the Junction City Brigade did not walk or hit a batter in last Saturday's game. That ball in there for ball one. Ethan Watley is originally from McAllen, Texas, and plays his college ball at Ranger College, which is the former home, as that one is fouled for 1-1. Former pitcher of the year, Diego Aquendo from the Bravos, and is an assistant coach, I believe, still in the league. If not, he was for the Bravos last season. He also played for Rangers. Not Rangers, Ranger. Is that one called strike two? So 1-2 with 2 outs. Man on second. The Farmers have cut the lead to 5. They could maybe do more. The ball is low for ball 2. So it's twos, deuces wild on all counts. 2-2, 2 outs. And, nope. Miller delivers. And swing and a miss, strike 3. So 1 run off 2 hits, no errors. The Farmers have cut the lead. It is now 6-1. We're going to take a break and go to a commercial. This is Sunflower Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. So we are coming back so we can show you the bullpen fun run that's happening here just down the left field line, or the right field line. It's been a year, so I probably need to refresh myself on the rules. But what I remember is as follows: the first one to finish wins. So it's Emerson and Mason. I think there's a dizzy bat in here. I don't really remember. But this is sponsored by the bullpen. I believe is, by the way, the same pitcher, Valentine, unless it is the same pitcher. We have confirmed that. And there's our mascot, Blue, out there, once again, making his debut.
Let's get it going.
And
Ready, set, go.
this fun run is sponsored by the bullpen, Baldwin City's newest gathering place. It is a bar, but it's got a lot more. It's got food, it's got drinks, it's got cornhole, pool, whatever you want. If you're in Baldwin City for a game, stop by there to get a quick drink after, before you head home. If it's a short game,
And we have a winner.
if it's a short game, then you'll have a lot more time. Take it as a personal testimony. I've had a lot of fun there. It also, like I said, has food. The taquitos are pretty good. Get whatever you want when you're there. And this, folks, is why we need copies for our ads. But enough of me babbling.
Now batting. Catcher,
Andrew
Andrew Burbeck.
Brubeck is going to start the inning off for the Blues. And he walked in his only plate appearance. this far in the game, but he did see a lot of action in that bottom of the first, or top of the first. I'm not going to keep harping on it all that much, as that one skied into left. And warning track power. Santana's able to corral it right on the warning track. But a valiant effort. 320. 320 to left here in Baldwin City. I'm not sure if that would be a home run in any park. I'm actually sure it would be. If we were still playing in Rossville, that would be out of the Casey's if that was over to right. And Simblick makes contact there. Heads is called outside. We have very attentive fans here. And we're away 4-1 to start the inning. As that one is inside for ball one, so it's now 1-1. Early in this at bat, early in the game. Valentin delivers another foul ball. This one not out of play, but just hits the fence. So it's now 1-2. And Simblick is 1 for 1 so far in this inning. Had a hard ground ball, and he's rung up there. Called strike 3.
Now batting your third baseman, Solomon Holmes.
So that's going to bring up Solomon Holmes, who I believe walked in his... was not... He was hit by pitch, and the only pitch he's even faced. But now he's going to come with 2 aboard. Excuse me, 2 out, none aboard. As that ball goes low for ball 1. Solomon is going to Highland Community College next season, but he is a graduate of the Barstow School in Kansas City. As that one is low once again. So 2-0 with 2 outs in the second inning. Bottom of the second, so you could say that's the second half. A lot of 2s here. And, well, 1 less 2 is that ball goes outside. It's 3-0. So very much a hitter's count here for Solomon Holmes, and very much not a pitcher's count for Eddie Valentin, who has gotten 2 quick outs in this inning, but he's going to look to make it third. There's that one just a little high for ball 4. And Solomon Holmes easily reaches first. And that's going to bring up Gannon Grebe. I believe Grebe also, yes, Grebe walked in his 1 at-bat and would later go on to score. So I guess it wasn't that bad. It was a plate appearance, and that one goes right above his head. If he was a little taller, he would have gotten plunked. But luckily for him, he's not. So that pitch goes half check swings, but it's called strike anyway, so it is 1-1. It's 2 outs to start the game. Or not the game. The game's been going for about an hour here. But to start the inning. Not even the inning, the at-bat. I called myself Michael Scott last week because that one is another headhunter there. Not intentionally, but it's just the location of the pitch. But called myself Michael Scott last week, and I'd say it's important again. As that ball is lined to to short. Excuse me, we having a little.
Pretty quick inning that leaves Baldwin City Blues scoreless for that half inning. If there are any all balls that get out of the ballpark. Please
But
return to
a
the
line drive from Gannon
we will
Grebe
give you a piece of
to Rodriguez ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, just one left on base. So it's 6-1 as we head into the top half of the third inning. We're going to take a quick break right now, and we'll be back in a couple. And we are back here on the Sunflower Sports Network to start the top of the third. And bringing up the top of the third, Massimiliano Hernandez. Massimiliano, that's a kind of a long name, so sorry if we butchered it, as he hits it straight to first base, and all Venya has to do is just step on the bag, and he's out. So first pitch out from Hernandez brings up Kevin Rodriguez, who was the shortstop who made that wonderful catch to end the second inning. He's currently 0 for 1. So that one goes to the left side, out of play for strike one. Miller delivers, and that one is low for ball one. So 1-1-1 here early in the top of the third. Miller deals. Outside, ball two. So currently at 2-1. And just inside for ball three. And folks, we apologize about the lack of natural sound outside. We're swinging a miss from Rodriguez. His count is now full. But apologize for the lack of natural sound. We're going to have it next Wednesday as Rodriguez hits one to third. Solomon Holmes easily comes up with that. And that is... That one just kind of died coming to third. It reasonably could have been foul, but it was not. And that brings up to the plate Bergolito Santana, who is the left fielder. Reached... This is actually not Bergolito Santana. This is Isaac Nunez, who puts that ball in play, and an easy...
A quick 1, 2, 3 for that half inning. One of our sponsors is Whitney's Hair Salon. For all your stylish...
So a quick 1, 2, 3 inning for the Farmers, and that was just quite quick in general. And because of that, we're going to take another break so I can get my vocal cords a little bit of relaxing. See you in a second. This is Sunflower Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. We are back for the bottom of the third inning, and Tyler Vigna is going to lead it off for the Blues. Is 0 for 1 on the day. I believe that was a strikeout. We're just going to double check that here. Unfortunately, because I'm doing Game Changer, I'm not doing the physical scorebook, so it's a little harder to get to everything. Yes, he did strike out swinging as that first ball goes foul. But he's going to look to reverse his fortune here. Vigna, a two-way player from Lawrence, Kansas. As that one goes high, is going to call Baldwin City home this coming year as he plays for the Baker Wildcats. He is the Venn diagram of kids we have a lot of, which is Eudora and, not Eudora, different Douglas County city, but Baker and Lawrence. We have a lot of each of those and a lot of overlap in between them. As Vignette swings there, so does swing and miss. 2-2. That one just catches the outside part of the plate, and that is
Now batting the right fielder,
the
Reason.
first out of the inning. So second out for second strikeout for Tyler Vigna brings up El Presidente, Zeke Reason. Reason walked in his last at bat and then was caught in that kind of weird pickle as that first pitch, ball one. So thrown out on the base paths, but did reach. He's going to look to get there and stay there in this at bat. As Valentine finds the zone on that one, so called strike two. Just one out in this young inning. The lights are starting to come on at Baldwin City Ballpark. It is currently 7:58 as that ball bounces for ball three, but it is currently 7:58. We're in the third inning, so about 55 minutes for 2.5 innings thus far. I'd say that's a lot. As Valentine deals, and Reason will get to take his base. He's on board with another walk, and that brings up Gage Callahan. Callahan has so far done a pretty decent job of, well, kind of just talking out of my behind there, as that one's in there for strike one. But he's gotten on base in his one plate appearance via a walk, and he's made some pretty nice defensive plays. But let's see what he can do with the bat. Is that one inside for ball one? So once again, 1-1-1. So that one is outside for ball two. As that one unknown, and Reason went, and he is safe. Okay, so ball three, and Reason reaches second on a stolen base. And it was a little close. It was hard to tell with the home plate umpire blocking our view, but it's kind of the stone wall as Reason will take his base, or excuse me, not Reason. Reason already took his base, and then another, but Callahan on with another walk. So that brings up Cal Urish but not before a mound visit. And this will be the end of Eddie Valentine's day, as is the second visit. So we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back here on the Sunflower Sports Network. So we are back. It's Kuiper Kendall. So batting now is Kuiper Kendall. It is not Cal Urish. Cal Urish shaken up in the trying to steal a base in his last outing-ish, but it brings up Kuiper Kendall, who has been nothing short of superb this year. Had a 3-run go-ahead home run and would be the winning one as he puts that one up, and it is caught by the right fielder Watley. So there's now 2 away, and it's going to bring up Brennan Johnson.
Now, buddy. Brennan Johnson.
Brennan was hit by pitch and then flied out to the center fielder in his only at bat. That one is high for ball 1. Brennan is an intern here technically at the Blues, and he's a pretty cool guy. As he skies that one, it's not going to leave the infield, and Rodriguez is able to bring it down.
After a busy inning, the Farmers were able to keep it to 0.
So no runs off no hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. The lead is still 6-1 at the conclusion of the 3rd inning. We will be back in a moment. Don't go anywhere. we are now back here at the top of the fourth inning, and Jeffrey Vargas is going to be the first guy up. It's 1 for 1 as he takes strike one, looking. Beautiful breaking ball from Jake Miller, and a quick early 0-2 count, and so far, all Vargas has been able to do is watch, and he tries to take a swing there, and maybe slipped a little bit, but that is a strikeout, so it's going to bring up
number 12, Elvis Leyva.
Bring up Elvis Leyva. As that pitch, maybe a little low for ball one. That one low and away for ball two. And this one has really been pretty quiet of a game since the first inning. As 3-0 is the count. Another ball, and try to. That one is in there for a called strike one. Around the league, the Brigade lead the Bravos in the bottom of the third. That score is 4-2 as Leyva looks at another one, so the count is now full. And Leyva is rung up. Strike three looking. So 3 straight called strikes for Jake Miller. And he has 2 Ks on the inning. So that's going to bring up Sebastian Montero. So that first pitch is a ball. That last pitch was high for ball two. And Montero's going to put that in play. Handled by Simblick. Had a little bit of problem with it. But out is the call. 1-2-3 inning. And 1-2-3 inning for Jake Miller. The Blues lead 6-1 going into the bottom of the fourth inning here. This is the Sunflower Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. To the bottom of the fourth inning we go. And it is Herrera back out for the Farmers. And Brubeck back out for the Blues. Brubeck's had kind of a busy one so far. Not a lot going as that one is in there for called strike one. And we're going to try and look still across the league. just missing for ball one. So 1-1 early in this inning. The bottom of the fourth. That is the inning we're in. As Herrera deals, Brubeck swing and a miss. So 1-2, the count. And Brubeck's going to foul that one off. So the count remains 1-2, and he looks pretty frustrated with himself. Maybe just trying to, well, you know, put a ball in play. So currently the that one is way high, and if there was no fence and no press box, I would have gotten hit right in the head. Thank God for both. And I can go to sleep knowing that tonight. As Brubeck skies this one in the air, center fielder Vargas waves everyone off, and he's going to get it for an easy out. So another fly out for Andrew Brubeck. The last one was an F7. This one an F8. Maybe next time it'll be an HR, as the F7 almost was. That brings up Grant Simblick, who is 1 for 2 on the day. Had, I believe, an RBI in that first inning. Yes, he did have one RBI, as that one is pretty inside, if I'm not mistaken. So it starts at 1-0 count, as Simblick fouls that one off. He is from Williston, North Dakota. Which is the 6th largest city in North Dakota and is the county seat of Williams County, as that one is high for ball 2. Is located, as that one is in there for strike 2, and we have a 2-2 count. But Williston is located in the northwest part of North Dakota, so not far from our friends to the north. Ball 3, so we have a full count. Another descending 3-2-1. As Herrera delivers. Payoff pitch. I believe that's a foul ball, and yes, it is. So, foul ball. We go again for another 3-2. As I said, the lights are on here at Baldwin City Ballpark. We had a lot of rain today. It was both unexpected that the rain would even come and that it would be as hard as it was. As Simblick skies that one to the right fielder, and a great diving catch by Evan Watley in foul territory, and a fly out. A fly out, but once again, like I said, a great catch from Evan Watley, and 2 away here. So the first 2 retired, excuse me, not Evan Watley, Ethan Watley. I'm sorry, Ethan. As that one is low for ball 1. Solomon Holmes still yet to record an at-bat today off 2 plate appearances. But he has reached base both times up. That one is a foul ball. He has reached base the easy way and the hard way. Got hit by a pitch and walked. I guess they're both easy in terms of actually executing them, but one hurts a lot more than the other. That one is high for ball 2. So 2-1 is the count. been as I said before, a pretty quick game. As Herner delivers, and that one is hit straight to Rodriguez at short, and he's going to get it to Montero to retire Solomon Holmes. So that's a 1-2-3 inning. So a 1-2-3 inning. The score remains 6-1 as we go to the top of the fifth. We'll be back in a few. This is Sunflower Sports Network. And we are back for the fifth inning here. We're going to double check. 22 is Lazaro Rodriguez.
Now batting Lazaro Rodriguez.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, is who he is. He is 0 for 1 so far in his only at bat. It was a ground out to second as the appeal down to first, and he went. So, technically, swing and a miss. That one is low for ball one. So, 1-1 early in the inning. Jake Miller out for another one. He's had 3 innings pitched so far. So that one, another ball, so 2-1. And that one, hard ground ball to center field. And Rodriguez is aboard with a single.
Now batting number 33, Jesus Rosario.
So that brings up Jesus Rosario, our catcher here for the Farmers, and doubled in his one at bat so far today, and well, that's his one at bat for the season. So one of those guys with a batting average of 1,000, can't be mad at that if you are him. Other updates around the league: the nasty pitch there for Jake Miller, in for an easy 0-1 to start the at bat, as that one is fouled by Rosario. The Warhawks or the Midwest A's are kind of taking it to the Warhawks right now. It is currently 10-1. I'm not quite sure the inning on that one, but I'd say the A's are winning by a lot, no matter what the inning is. Lane Gillespie is on the call at midplainsleague.mixler.com. But I'd say as strike 3 called, so another strikeout for Jake Miller, and that's going to bring up Ethan Watley. Right fielder made a great diving play in foul territory in the last inning. Played his, going to play his ball at Ranger College in beautiful, another great pitch. So many good breaking balls from Jake Miller. And as Rodriguez goes, and he's safe, and I believe that was a ball. So I was wrong. That was a called strike. But I was not wrong about Rosario stealing the base. So 1 out of 2 ain't bad. Well, it's just the Jake Miller show tonight, isn't it? Another strikeout. This time it's swing and a miss. Miller, thus far, he's faced 16 batters, 5 strikeouts. 1 out of every 3 batters, pretty much, he's faced has ended in a strikeout, and that's going to bring up the second baseman, Massimiliano Hernandez, who swings on the first pitch, straight to first. Vinya corrals it, easy out. So, no runs off 1 hit, no errors, just the 1 left on base. As we move to the middle of the 5th inning, we are once again going to take a break, and we will be back soon here on the Swim Flower Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. And now we have another game here in that little first base foul area. This is, I think we're calling it the Malian Suns Construction Hit-Around. Malian Suns located right here in Baldwin City, Kansas. If you have your construction needs, well, go to them. So I think this is kind of like a wiffle ball game. Our mascot Blue is throwing to them, and I got to say, strike one. It's got to be hard. I don't know our contestants' names, but that's a foul. Another taken pitch. I don't even know the goal of this game. This is the first time we've done anything like it here in Baldwin City, and I'm just quite confused. So I can't really comment on it. As our assistant coach Logan Whalen is blocking the plate, but he's gonna talk to Gannon Grebe here in a second. And there's 3 kids now. I can't even comment. I really don't know what's happening other than there's a game going on, and this is the holdup for actual play. But everybody's just kind of watching it, and one kid tried to bunt, and I really thought he was going to hit the other kid with the bat. That would be quite uncivilized. Looks like they're starting to joust with them, so I guess not. It's probably for their own safety. But back to the actual baseball game. We have Gannon Grebe up. Gannon Grebe, not the catcher. I'm sorry. He also plays catcher, hence my confusion. He is DHing in this game. Is 0 for 1 so far, is a swing and a miss on the first pitch of the game. And at some point, I'm not sure when, we're probably going to get a lot of subs in for the Blues. That one's just outside 4-1, so it's now 1-1. We're about an hour and a half into this game. Still the top of the 5th. As Herrera delivers, once again, swing and a miss for Grebe. Herrera in his He's pitched 1.2 innings, or 1 2/3 innings so far. He's had decent work as that one outside for ball 2. You notice a little hitch in Gannon Group's swing where he kind of does a little bit of a quarter to an eighth swing really every time. As he swings at 3, he misses 3, and that's 1 out.
Now batting at first baseman, Tyler Vigna.
That brings up Tyler Vigna, who has had a lot of work in the field, but pretty unsuccessful in actually getting on base. He's struck out both times and both ways, swinging and looking. And unless there is a new way, he's going to put that one in play. But Rodriguez gets that. And I thought Vigna was safe. Sorry that we don't have the camera angle on that. I thought Vigna was safe, but our field umpire, Scott, calls it an out. So, there's a 6-3 put out. And that's going to bring up Zeke Reason. Reason still yet to actually record an at-bat. Currently has 2 plate appearances, though, both of them walks. That one is high for ball 1. And we continue. Yes. Reason, like I said before, is an attendee of Ottawa University, but he is originally a Eudora Cardinal. As that one down the middle for called strike 2. And Eudora, for those outsiders, is located in eastern Douglas County, where we are. Also shares, Eudora High School is also in the Frontier League, the same league that Baldwin High School is in. That's that one inside for ball 3, so 3, 1, and 2. The numbers are unbalanced currently as time is called. And we will get back to it in a second. Excuse me. It's been a long game. I feel like I've aged a couple of years already. There's that one low, and Reason is your honorary Brennan Johnson of the game. Brennan Johnson, 4 walks to start last game. Reason's at 3, and I gotta think he's gonna have another at bat, barring it. Also possible. Manager Tanner Kilmer really likes to do that, but that brings up Gage Callahan, safety, as that pitch was high for ball 1. As that one, maybe. That ball, maybe a little high for ball 1 as Reason goes, and that ball is into center field, but Reason not going anywhere. Gets his second stolen base, I believe second stolen base, but the count is 3-0. So we're gonna have a little bit of a not a mound visit, but catcher Rosario just kind of trying to talk to Herrera for a little bit and maybe inspire some confidence in him, because that's 3 straight balls. As we will continue the at-bat. Gage Callahan also has not recorded an at-bat. 2 walks to his name. So he could be another Brennan Johnson. He will be. Ball 4. As they say, take your base. So this is going to be number 18, Kuiper Kendall. Playing center field in this game. Normally a shortstop. plays his college ball in Topeka at Washburn, but comes to us from Overland Park as he hits a hard ground ball into left field, and Logan Whalen is waving Reason home, and Reason's caught in another pickle. The ball is dropped. He's still going, and he gets tagged out. So, technically a single for Kendall, but a lot happening. Point is, no runs here.
After an inning, into the inning, the Blues still score 0.
So the Blues have scored 0. I really don't know how to score this in the scorebook, other than Kuiper Kendall did get a single for that. Very nice. Very nice hit by him, and maybe a little questionable as we have a new pitcher. I believe that is Gavin Alvarez. Now that brings Gavin Alvarez to the mound for the Blues. So, no break here for us because of a new pitcher. It is Gavin Alvarez. He's going to relieve Jake Miller, who had a pretty nice outing. So, Alvarez's first pitch is a swing and a miss. It is Rodriguez, Kevin. Excuse me, sorry. That's a interesting way of framing things. Last first last. But either way, it's a ball, so it's 1-1. So Gavin Alvarez making, I believe, his second appearance. That one is low for ball 2. This Gavin Alvarez pitched in St. Joe, pitched the 7th inning of that game, and he faced 4 batters, as that one is going to be out of play to the left side. Faced 4 batters, walked one of them, and the other 3 were retired. All on contact, though. No strikeouts for him. As that one is low, we have a full count. But Gavin comes to us once again from Baker University. But originally, as that one is not an out, that is a walk. So Rodriguez aboard with a 4-pitch walk, and that's going to bring up it. It's going to bring up Isaac Nunez, who was a sub for Bergalito Santana. That happened in the earlier innings. That ball is low for ball 1. But Alvarez originally coming by way of Garfield, Kansas, and as that one goes down for 2-0, but attended Larned High School. So that makes him an Indian. Larned, a 3A school out of the Central Kansas League, and that one was low for ball 3. So it's now 3-0, no outs, and Alvarez struggling early. He's made one start in his young season as Rodriguez goes. That was strike 1, and Rodriguez is out. So another caught stealing for Andrew Brubeck. I'd say he's pretty good at that. And there's now one away. Caught stealing. 2-4. So 3-1, but now 1 out. Base is clear, and that's gotta. Alvarez has got to feel decent about that he doesn't have to worry about a base runner. As he delivers, that one would have been a strike, but it's a foul ball. Nunez. So we have a full count here. And Nunez is 0 for 1 so far, as he gets to take his base on a low pitch. So, a base runner aboard again.
Now batting number 27, Jeffrey Vargas.
That would be Jeffrey Vargas, the center fielder. 1 for 2 so far. Singled on the line drive to left and struck out swinging. That one is going to go foul to the right side. Alvarez delivers. Good block by Andrew Brubeck. That one was low for ball 1, but Nunez would both not even think of Roenick after what he just saw to his teammate, and, well, Brubeck did a good job of blocking it anyway. So Alvarez delivers, swing and a miss for strike 2, and Vargas really, in his last at-bat, which was a forwards K, he really swung out of his shoes in the last one, and he kind of did it again. And he does it for a third time, drop third strike, but there's runner on first, so just a swing and a miss, 2 away. And that's going to bring up Elvis Leiva.
Now batting number 12, Elvis Leiva.
Elvis Leiva is 1-2 so far, but the real question is, does he have the moves like Elvis Presley? We probably won't see it here on the diamond, but that would be interesting, as that one is low for ball 1. So Alvarez has done a good job to kind of minimize the damage here. He's had that one is down the chute for strike 1. He's had 2 walks, but he caught stealing in one of them and a strikeout swinging in another, as that one is cut on by Leiva, but missing all the way. So it's now 1-2. But Alvarez done a good job to kind of minimize the damage in this inning, and just the one runner who goes there, but Leiva puts that ball in play, and that is past the glove of Gage Callahan, who kind of mishandled it. So Nunez.
Now batting number 18, Sebastian Montero.
So the hit and run works for the Farmers, and now they have a runner for not only in scoring position, but on third base with 2 outs. And they're going to look to make something out of it. And Sebastian Montero steps up to the plate. And Montero is 0 for 2. That one is down the middle for strike 1. But he is 0 for 2 with a fielder's choice and a backwards K. He sure would love an RBI here. So that one low for ball 1. Down the middle, but nothing doing. That one high for ball one. So the Farmers would really like to chip into this Blues lead. All of the Blues runs came in that tumultuous first inning. That one catches the zone for called strike two. So now we have 2, 2, and 2. Some might even call that deuces wild. Maybe not me, but someone does. Alvarez delivers an easy strike three. So no runs off one hit, no errors. 2 left on base. The damage is minimized for the Blues, and we're going to bring up Brennan Johnson. That's going to bring up Brennan Johnson to lead off this half inning. We're going to take a small break, and we'll be back shortly. We are back here on the Sunflower Sports Network, and up first is Brennan Johnson. Johnson thus far in the game is 0 for 2, but hasn't struggled to make contact. He's either hit the ball or the ball has hit him on each of his plate appearances. That one is low for ball one. As that one is upstairs. Ball two. So Herrera out for another inning of work. That one, strike one, mishandled, called strike one, mishandled by Rosario, but it's not what it's going to show in the scorebook. Inside, ball three. Herrera delivers, and I think it would take the world's tallest man to try to hit that one, and that brings up Andrew Brubeck. Also 0 for 2. Another guy that's put the ball in play twice. He was our F7, F8, had a near home run in his second trip to the plate, as that one is high for ball one, but a near home run in his second trip to the plate, but just came up short. As the kids say, warning track power. That one inside for ball two. So Herrera, 44 pitches at this point. No runs given up by him. All the runs, like I said, and Brubeck. Line drive went off the glove of Leyva, but we're going to call that a hit.
Now batting number 17, Grant Simpson.
So that brings up Grant Simblick. And try and get another hit here. Just the one RBI on the day. That hit was in his first at bat. He's been retired in his last 2 trips. He'd like to make his batting average 500 for the day. I'd like to give another sponsor shout out to the Nook. The Nook is located in downtown Baldwin City, and it's got really anything you want. It's got drinks, books, clothes. Of course, you have to pay for the clothes. That's kind of how that works. But if you want it, they've got it. Located in downtown Baldwin City, just on the corner intersection, catty corner from the campus of Baker University. So that one is foul to the right side. The Nook has got very nice outdoor seating too, and it's even when the Nook isn't open, the seating is. So yes, that one is popped up to left center field, and Vargas makes the play on that. So F8 on that one. So that brings up Solomon Holmes. 0 for 1 so far. As that one goes foul. Contact is being made by a lot of these Blues players, but just no one's come home since the 6th inning. And it's a 5-run game, but never Holmes fouls that one again. 0-2. Never count any team out, even when it's 5-1, especially in summer ball, that leads can go away like that. Blues have been on the benefiting end of that a lot, as Herrera turned around to try to get Brennan Johnson and threw it straight into right field, away from really anybody to try and get it. And so Johnson gets a very free base. And in fact, maybe even a stolen one. It's a stolen base because low, ball 2. Excuse me, ball 1. 1 and 2. With 1 out. Runners at the corners with 1 out. A ball in play would reasonably send Johnson home and give the Blues some insurance runs. But for a ball to be in play, Herrera's got to give Solomon Holmes something to hit. That one low for ball 2. So 2 and 2. Still a 5-run ball game in the 6th inning. Early on, as Holmes sends this one out to left field. Nunez makes the play on it, and Johnson's held up at third. But Brubeck tags. Brubeck tags. So runners on second and third, and it's going to bring up Gannon Grebe, who is still looking for his first hit on the season. So far, kind of struggled a little bit. 0 for 1 in St. Joe, 0 for 2 tonight. Probably would have gotten an at-bat in Saturday's game if the rest of the team just wasn't so good. By that, I mean he got subbed in late, and then we run ruled them. So that one outside for ball 2. So, yes, the run rule is 10 after 7. Early on, I thought that one would be in effect, and unless something happens here, which I said never count a team out to come back, never count a team out to extend a lead. It's pretty much what happened with the Blues on Saturday, and what happened with the Brigade on Saturday, beating the Farmers 24-1. I'd say that's a football score, as that one is inside for ball 3, bases loaded. It's only a football score for one team because the 1-point safety is very rare. As this is once again Tyler Vigna over 3 so far, as we have a pitcher-catcher little conversation between Rosario and Herrera. But the 1-point safety, rare as it is, I was there for one. And I don't remember it at all, but I was there when it happened. As Vigna check swings, but no matter, called strike 1. So 0-1. Bases loaded. Blues, this is prime position to get a run, but as that one's inside to even up the count at 1-1. And Herrera delivers. I thought it was inside, but the home plate umpire, his decision matters more. Actually, it's the only one that matters, so it's strike 2, 1-2. And Vigna gets rung up there, so no runs off, just the one hit, no errors. Bases left loaded, and we go to the top of the 7th. Still 6-1 Blues. We will come back in a few. This is the Sunflower Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. So we are back here on the Sunflower Sports Network for the top of the 7th inning. So Zara Rodriguez, the designated hitter, is the man up, and pitching change for the Blues is now Harrison Jewell batting, and at least one defensive substitution. I'm sure there are more, but Austin Arocha is in at catcher, replacing Andrew Brubeck, as that first pitch is away for ball one, and if there was anybody on base, well, he'd be stealing. So Harrison Jewell, I do not believe that one is a called strike one. Harrison Jewell, I do not believe, has pitched thus far this year, but he has played in the field. He actually went 3 for 4 in Saturday's game. So that one is in there for ball 2. So he went 3 for 4 in Saturday's game. Nasty pitch there. Called strike 1. Called strike 2. It was so disgusting that I lost my mind. But Jewell delivers. 2-2 pitch. Low. To a full count we go. And Rodriguez is going to take his base. So that brings up Jesus Rosario, who has the lone RBI for the Farmers when he had a double. He had a double to left field in his first at bat, and we have some kind of hold up here. I'm quite confused. Okay, well, whatever it is, it's over. So, might have been coach of the Farmers, Yelvi Garcia, just handing out signs as Jewell throws back to first, but Rodriguez is safe there. One of these days, folks, will learn how to get the chain link fence out of your view of the screen, but for right now, I guess you'll have to deal with it. Check swing, but not even an appeal to our umpire in the field, Scott, but I really don't know if he is at the vantage point to where it matters. Jewell looks at first again before throwing. That one, once again, down. Low for ball 2. But Arocha, a good job at blocking it. Harrison Jewell comes to us via Baker University. E before that, Free State High School in Lawrence. I told you there's a lot of them. As Jewell delivers, strike 1. No outs here in this inning, and time's kind of running out for the Farmers to do anything. They have this frame and 2 more to try and amass 5 or 6 runs. It might be up for the test, though. That's why we play the games, is to see how it happens. Updates in our other games: the Topeka Warhawks have come back considerably. Once down 10-1, and my last update is now 10-9. I'm unsure the inning on that one, but I thought that was going to be a blowout. Once again, as Rodriguez kind of playing around out there, and Rodriguez, so a little bit of a, I'm going to try and, so we have Ethan Watley up on. So that was a fielder's choice, similar to Callahan. Rodriguez was out, but he broke up the double play and looked to knock Callahan over, if that is still Gage Callahan, which it very likely is. But knocked Callahan over, breaking up the double play as that one swing and a miss. And Callahan looked pretty upset about it, but I don't think we want to bench this to clear for a second time tonight. That ball is low, 4-1. So that is actually Christian Kotwitz out there at second base, swing and a miss for strike 2. That was actually, so not Gage Callahan, it is Christian Kotwitz who made that play. I told you all that I was going to update you guys on Kotwitz's condition after he went off limping down there for ball 3. Arocha gets it, and not in time. So Rosario with the free base. It's now 2-2. I might have said ball 3. It's ball 2. But Kotwitz went off limping after stealing a base earlier on Saturday, and it would appear he is fine. Jewel wants a new ball. He's going to get a new ball. Merry Christmas to him. As Jewel delivers. Strike 3. Swing and a miss, and another strikeout for Jewel. And that's going to bring it up. Hernandez. Maximiliano Hernandez.
Now batting number 3,
Maximiliano Hernandez. That's maybe the longest name I've seen in my time, either broadcasting or PA announcing. But our PA announcer has had no problem with it, and somehow neither have I. As that one goes, called strike 1. But leadoff Hernandez has really failed to deliver anything. That one's outside. Put the ball in play every time, but 3 groundouts for him. So 1-1 count. 2 groundouts right to first, and another one to, I think it was second. It was shortstop. Shame on me because I just looked at it. Rosario's still at second base, but Jewel goes home, swing and a miss. Hernandez is looking at a 1-2 count. With a runner in scoring position here, the Farmers would really like to do something, and they would really need to do something, as that one is low in the dirt for ball 2. Gets away from Arocha a little bit, but Rosario would be stupid to try to steal there. And to my knowledge, Rosario is not stupid, so he did not. Outside for ball 3. Full count with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. And no hits so far in this inning. Just a fielder's choice is the only ball put in play. Low for ball 3. And Arocha, so low for ball 3, and then Rosario advanced to second, from second to third via a wild pitch pass ball. I'm not really sure how I would score that. I think I put in pass ball, as we now have a mound visit. So I am going to take a break and for a second, get some water while Coach Kilmer talks to his players. We'll be back in a couple. We are back here on the Sunflower Sports Network with Kevin Rodriguez batting, and we also have an update on the Junction City Brigade Bravos game. The score is currently with the Brigade leading 6-5 in the top of the second with a man on second, the top of the seventh, but with a man on second as Rodriguez swings and misses. That is a battle of first and tied for second place. The Brigade 1-0 and the Bravos 3-0. Quite the turnaround so far for Edgar Santos' squad. The Bravos last season as Rodriguez fouls that one off. The Bravos last season, I believe, were in sixth. They took the Midwest A's the distance in the first round of the playoffs, but the A's took the Blues down, but eventually fell to the Brigade in the championship. So, that's called strike three anyway. So, no runs off, no hits, no errors, 2 left on base. If you're the Farmers, you'd like that inning back, but if you're the Blues, you're grateful it was not worse. We're going to be back in a couple minutes here on the Sunflower Sports Network with the bottom of the seventh. Don't go anywhere. So we have a new pitcher. The roster we were given does not have him. The original roster we were given does not have him, and Game Changer says Jeremy, so that's what I have in my notes. So because I don't know anything about Jeremy, besides some of his stat lines, which I will read in a few, I'm just going to list off famous Jeremys. So, there's Jeremy Clarkson from Top Gear. Lynn Sanity, Jeremy Lynn. I think the Candace's guy friend in Phineas and Ferb's name is Jeremy. That's really all I can think of. There's the Pearl Jam song Jeremy, but that one's a little darker. But enough about Jeremy. Let's talk about this Jeremy. Pitched 1 1/3 innings on Saturday at Junction City, and it did not go his way. Had, I believe 2 strikeouts, but a lot of walks. He's currently, he gave up 3 runs, all earned. And I believe they were all from, my notes say he has a 0 batting average. Batting average against, as Zeke Reason is up to the plate. But 3 runs, but giving up 0 hits, I mean, as that one is low for ball 1, I mean, at least you haven't given up a hit, but that just means a lot of walks. 15.75 ERA is probably not what you want either. Jeremy Piven, thank you to my father. Not sure how he has that info. But he does. As that one is a called strike 2. Swing and a miss. So, strike 2. Oh, excuse me. Jeremy Piven is an actor in Entourage. So, excuse me, that's not Jeremy Piven, as that one is swing and a miss for strike 3. So my lack of age is showing there. As Christian Kotwitz up to bat. So, yes, Jeremy Piven, an actor. So, shame on me. I thought he was the pitcher, and I thought we had figured out who it was. As Christian Kotwitz takes a big hack for strike 1. And this is Kotwitz's third appearance, first as a sub, started the last 2 games. DH, another swing and a miss. Started at DH and second base, I believe. Had a hit and an RBI in Saturday's game. As he goes down in 3 pitches, all swinging. So 2 outs. And Kuiper, that brings up Kuiper Kendall, who very likely he would not have at least so that one is low for strike. Excuse me, ball 1. It is getting late in the night, so and I haven't eaten in a while, so my mental capacities are even lower than they normally are. And that's quite low to begin with, as Rosario is going to have a little bit of a mound visit with this mysterious Jeremy. Much like I did with our, what was it, number 21. It was number 24. In the Topeka Jacks game, I'm just going to call him different kinds of Jeremy. Yes, number 24 ended up being ball 2. Actually, excuse me, it might have been. I think it was 21. It definitely was 21. I'm going to try and find the article that I had. Swinging and a miss there. Yes, it was 21. I'm going off on quite the tangent, but I promise it's worth it. Number 21 was worn by Roger Clemens and Zach Greinke, so 21 for the Jacks. Tried his best to channel them, but did not work. As Kuiper Kendall's going to get another hit. Nice ground ball into left field, and he's aboard with a single. So that brings up Vincent Esposito, a sub for Brennan Johnson. Esposito will be another Baker guy, but originally hails from Rock Island, Illinois. He's 0 for 2 on the season, but he's walked 4 times. As he swings on that one, he would really love to put a ball in play and be safe. I believe he's done that once before. He's currently, like I said, 0 for 2 on the season, but just 1 strikeout. As that one is called strike 2, so not making his case early, but he could come back, and I really hope he does. Jeremy looks at first, but flyers home. A lot of the Farmers players moved toward that third base dugout, but from our vantage point, it was pretty clearly a ball, and our home plate umpire thought so. So this at-bat continues, and another ball. So 2, 2, and 2. What was once 0 and 2 is now 2 and 2. So beautiful pitch there, and a called strike 3. No runs off 1 hit, no errors. Blue Strand 1. We're gonna go to the top of the 8th inning. We're gonna go to the top of the 8th inning. Still 6-1. We will be back soon. This is the Sunflower Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. So we have a new pitcher here at the Baldwin City Ballpark. That would be one Nate Bartlett. Bartlett has pitched in one game one game thus far. In that game, pitched 2 innings in the game at St. Joe and did not give up a single run. Had 2 strikeouts and 2 walks in that outing. And can't remember how many batters he faced. I don't have that written down either. But he has a .333 batting average against. So we're going to bring up Isaac Nunez. Should be the first to bat for the Farmers. 0 for 1 tonight, but I said it earlier. He contributed to half the Farmers' hits in their game at Junction City, where he had 2 doubles. Interestingly enough, in that game, which was won, once again, I've said it already, 24-1 by the Brigade. 3 of the Farmers' 4 hits were doubles. The other one was a single, not a triple or anything like that. That would have been kind of cool. 4 hits, no singles. That would be interesting. As Bartlett delivers, but low for ball 1. Bartlett is a graduate of Summit Christian High School in Lee Summit, and he will be joining Gannon Grieve next year, as that one goes foul, at Truman State. Truman State, a Division II school in Kirksville, Missouri, formerly known as, I believe it was Northeast Missouri State. Nasty pitch there, but a ball. Truman State is a member of the Grand Lakes Valley Conference, which also is the home of schools such as William Jewell College. Big swing and a miss. That one blows by Nunez. But the Great Lakes Valley Conference, Drury as well. Drury University, University of Indianapolis, Maryville, just to name a few. Not really that great in football, quite a weak football conference, but they are what they are, as another swing and a miss, and Rochin nearly hit Nunez on the throw down to third, but thankfully he is okay. Jeffrey Vargas back up. He is 1 for 3 so far. He in his 6 at-bats this season. So that one is in for called strike 1. In his 6 at-bats this season, he struck out in 5 of them. He 0 for 3 on Saturday night. 1 for 3 tonight, and he might be looking at that as a possibility again as he swings and misses for 0-2. And that one is up high. But we're looking at a 1-2 count for Bartlett. Bartlett deals high once again for ball 2. Hayes for horses. They never say anything about high, though. I guess that's for the sky. That one is low, but would have surely been ball 3. But Vargas takes a hack at it and away down the left field line. Another foul ball. I think that one probably would have been a strike. But you, the viewer, if you're watching this, well, that would have been a. I guess you could guess too. You can make a guess for yourself as Bartlett deals, but just outside for ball 3, and now it's a full count. Vargas has worked himself well with some of those foul balls and such. Once down 0-2, now 3-2. And that one outside ball 4. So we have one aboard. So Elvis Leyva back up, 2 for 3 tonight. One of the better hitters for the Farmers. 2 singles and a backwards K. So that one once again outside. So 5 consecutive balls for Bartlett. Well, I guess not 5 consecutive balls because there were some foul balls sprinkled in those, but point still stands. He has not thrown a strike in a hot minute. As he throws back to first, nothing doing. Still 1-0. Low for 2-0. Normally, I think by now I'd be able to figure out our umpire's strike zone. I have not done that so far. Update on the Midwest A's versus Warhawks. Topeka Warhawks. The A's currently lead 13-9. So I think Will Rogers' boys might put that one away. And Junction City currently leads the Bravos 7-5 in the bottom of the 7th. But the Bravos have 2 on with 1 out. That one is high, a 4-pitch walk. There are now runners on first and second for the Farmers. But Junction City looking to take the first place spot, which they would do with a win tonight. However, with a win tonight for the Blues, also first place. So the Bravos obviously a few games ahead just because they've played more games. They are 3-0, but most of the league has only played 1 game. The Bravos, there's that one in there for a called strike 1. The Bravos have only played, or started the season by walking off the Midwest A's last Tuesday in what was to be that one swing and a miss for strike 2, as that game was supposed to be a doubleheader, but it rained a lot that day. Somehow they got 1 game in. I'm actually very surprised. Then the Bravos swept the Warhawks in a 2-game series as time is called in the middle of Bartlett's motion. I'd argue that's a little late. I think that was Montero that called time, but it was granted. I guess you can't really, as okay, so strike three. Or not. I'm confused. So that is strike three, called strike three. Kind of discussing it. The throwdown to first was not in time. I currently thought Leva was, not currently, I mean, I still think it, but currently thought is kind of an oxymoron. But I thought that Leva was out at first, but he was safe on the field. So there is no replay booth in the Mid-Plains League. If there was, I'd like to think he would be called out, and my footage would be used for it, so that'd be kind of cool too. Called strike one, so we have 1-1. Bartlett deals. Check swing. No even appeal to first, so that is 2-1. In there, not in there for a strike, up near Rodriguez's body, so that makes it 3-1. So 3-1 with 2 outs. A ball in play would cut the lead. Swing and a miss. So, full count, the situation is this. The Farmers really need runs. They're down 5 with 4 outs to play with. It's 3-2 as both runners run, but strike three, called strike three, and Rodriguez can't believe it, and he's having a conversation with the ump about it, and, you guys can see it. The ump not really budging on his decision, so, so no runs off, no hits, no errors, but 2 left on base for the Farmers. That's an inning they would like to, maybe get back. I certainly thought that was a strike, but like I said, my opinion doesn't really matter. However, I was in agreement. We're going to take a short break, though, and we will be back shortly. we are back here on the Sunflower Sports Network for the bottom of the 8th inning. Austin Rocha is our guy. For the bottom of the 8th. Rocha, his first at-bat of the inning.
The home team dugout. Thank you.
As that one is, I think, a ball. I kind of wasn't really paying attention. I'm just kind of going to wait for the umpire's signal. But Arocha currently 0 for 2 on the year. Has 2 walks, but gets a hit there with a nice ground ball into left field. That would be number 11. Caleb Moore making his first. Caleb Moore is making his first appearance for the Blues so far. Subbing in for Grant Simblick. Caleb Moore comes to us from Highland Community College. He's got a few teammates here at the Blues. We often have a few kids from Highland. And he originally is from Edmond, Oklahoma. Edmond is, if I'm not mistaken, a suburb of the significantly larger Oklahoma City. I don't know what team Caleb is a fan of, so I'm not going to call him a Sooner or a Cowboy or maybe even a Golden Hurricane. But within the state of Oklahoma, Oral Roberts to the Super Regional. They have really made O'Brate Stadium their home. That one, I think, just a swing and a miss, maybe a foul ball. But Oral Roberts, the Golden Eagles, will be playing in a Super Regional with a chance to go to the College World Series. Really as that one goes for called strike 2. Really a great year if you are a Golden Eagles fan. NCAA tournament spot, conference championship in basketball. And right now, as Caleb Moore goes down swinging, no outs. This is Maverick Rockers. Maverick Rockers also making his first appearance for the Blues. Another Highland guy. Played in his freshman year. He completed his freshman year at Highland and played 15 games there this season. As that ball is passed and the throw was in time, but the tag was not. So 2 and runner on second, excuse me. That's where the 2 came from. Maverick Rockers, 15 games at Highland. Comes by way of Lewisburg High School, another Frontier League school. About 45 minutes to the east of us. Actually, I think it's shorter than that. I'm calculating to Paola for some reason. So we're going to do a quick Google search because, well, I was right. It's about 45 minutes. So as that one is low, but still called strike 1. But updating you all on the NCAA baseball games, the only game currently going on, hosts Stanford versus Texas A&M. Stanford leads 2-1. As that ball is passed, and Arocha is going to get to third pretty easily with almost no resistance. So Arocha 2 stolen bases in this at bat. It's now 3-1 with 1 out and a runner in prime scoring position. Excuse me, I forgot to even mark that there was an out. that was a pitch. That was a good pitch. Called strike 2, so we now have a full count. But Stanford leads Texas A&M 2-1 in the bottom of the 5th with a super regional spot on the line. And swing and a miss from Rockers. He sat down, and that's 2 straight strikeouts for Jeremy. And that's going to bring up Steven Azzaro. Azzaro coming in for Gannon Grebe. So, slotting in as a designated hitter. Azzaro's played a couple games this year. He's reached base via walk twice, but is over 5 in actual at-bats. He does have 2 stolen bases, though. Azzaro enrolled at Oklahoma State, but played for Baker for 1 year. And is a native of Olathe. But 2-0 for him. And a line drive, really anything hit to the outfield as long as it's not caught will undoubtedly, as time is called. Another pitcher-catcher conference between Rosario and Jeremy. Jeremy Renner, there's another one. Can't believe I forgot him. Jeremy Macklin, too. Jeremy Roenick. Forgetting so many Jeremys, but I'm remembering him now. As that one called strike 1, looked to be the pitch to swing at. Dropped, but no problem for him. That one is outside, 3-1. Jeremy Cameron, a personal favorite of mine, plays in the Australian Football League. Not American football, as that one is high and foul. So 3-2 count. 2 outs, and well, Jeremy Unnamed is going to try and get out of this inning. Jeremy Reed. I feel like I remember that was he played in the MLB for about 7 years. So, Jeremy Shockey as well. Tight end for the Giants and the Saints. Strike 3 called. And Zara will be sent packing.
Perfect. Bring it to that dugout, and then the candy should be right over there.
No runs off 1 hit, no errors. 6-1. Can the Farmers mount one more comeback as we go to the top of the 9th?
No runs made on that half the inning.
Should be spicy. Don't go anywhere. This is the Sunflower Sports Network. You're back simply so I could mention more Jeremys, but before that, we have a new batter coming in for Rosario. We have, I'm looking through my notes, we don't have a number 5 on the roster, so that's the number 5 on that, excuse me, sorry, the Farmers do not have a number 5 on their roster, but there is a number 5 coming up to bat. So he will be, to quote Pete Weber, number 5, are you kidding me? And I don't know who he is. So wish we had that info, and we'll do our best to do our due diligence next time. It is still early in the season, so we don't always, kind of know who we're talking about. But I know number 5, and that is important enough. Other Jeremys in, because we're unlikely to see him for the end of the night. Jeremy the Jet from Thomas the Tank Engine. How could anybody forget him? So, number 5s, you have Joe DiMaggio, Johnny Bench, Albert Pujols, George Brett, Luke Appling, Jeff Bagwell, a backyard baseball favorite of mine. So was Jason Kendall, the father of Kuiper Kendall. And then, lastly, he was always on my backyard baseball team, Nomar Garciaparra. But enough babbling from me. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Nate Bartlett's still pitching. That one's outside for ball 1. And I hope you, the listener, have enjoyed the Bill Walton experience. Obviously, I would love the real thing on here, but that's just not going to happen. So maybe I'll try to get him to fly out for a game. I'll see. That'd be pretty cool. And a swing and a miss for number 5. 2-1 is the count here, as that one is in there for strike 2. So 2-2. Outside. Full count. Other players of multiple sports that were number 5. Nicholas Lidstrom, defenseman for the longest time, as that one goes foul, for the Detroit Red Wings. Even as a Blackhawks fan, I love Nicholas Lidstrom. Kevin Garnett. Brooks Robinson, I think I forgot to say him before. Hit me, Jason Kidd. That one will also go foul. A much better player than he is a coach. And that's pretty much it for number 5s. Jalen Ramsey. I think he's all talk. Strike 3 looking. And number 5, not happy with that, but he's just going to have to stew about it in the dugout. So, number 20, this is another substitution. It's number 20, is it number 20? 21, who is Luis Torres. Did not reach base in his only at-bat of the game, their game on Saturdays. He swung and missed in his first pitch, but puts that one in play. Easily dealt with. So, 2 away here, and just 1 run will end the game. So, we move here to the bottom, top of the 9th inning. Albert Lembert is your man batting. The final line of defense. First pitch is a called strike one. Lambert, ooh, what a nasty pitch there. Lambert even stepped out of the batter's box. But 2 called strikes to start this inning, and here is the pitch. Strike 3, and that is the ball game. A 1-2-3 inning there to finish. So the Blues move to 2-0 in the Mid-Plains League with a 6-1 victory. And all 6 of those runs came in the first inning. But doesn't matter when you get them, as long as you get them. The winning pitcher is our starter, Nick Brubeck, even though he just went the 1 inning. And the losing pitcher is Eddie Valentine. But thank you all for listening and tuning in to the Sunflower Sports Network. We will maybe be back tomorrow for the away game in Leavenworth. I have not quite made that decision yet as to whether I will go, but either way, we will be back on Wednesday for a potential first-place matchup between your Blues and the Junction City Brigade. That game will be on the campus of Baker University at Souter Field. We'd love to see you there, but if you can't tune in or you just don't want to, watch it here on the Sunflower Sports Network. I'm Joe Compton. Good night, and God bless.